So now we should be ready for our battle with Misty. Get back into the spirit of doing gym battles again. It's actually been a little while since we got inside the gym after getting half of them done pretty soon after getting into Kanto, as I said last time. Pretty surprising how that works. So one funny thing I do kind of want to mention a bit was, it was like maybe half an hour or 45 minutes after I recorded my previous segment that they did actually do the official announcement of the Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered. Oh, cool. Yeah, we have to get poisoned. I thought that was pretty funny, Tommy. I was spending a little bit of time last video talking about, well, it looks like it will happen, I don't know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, and then, yeah, it was, you know, like I said, literally, it was not even an hour after the fact. It was kind of funny. So, yeah, I guess now, since that is officially confirmed, get to put up with me talking about that a little bit more. Obviously, we don't really, we don't really have anything like feature-wise or gameplay or anything like that really confirmed, because it was just released with a pretty basic teaser trailer. No in-game footage or anything like that available yet. Not that I was expecting anything necessarily. I would think, you know, just having the confirmation was pretty good. But as I kind of predicted, oh, I forgot to switch out. That's alright. Not a big deal. We can just roll. Especially with weak Pokemon like that. But yeah, as I expected, you know, there were a couple of people like already kind of complaining about, oh, we don't know, because, I mean, the blurb that they kind of released with that more or less confirmed that it is just going to be like a remaster, not really like a remake. So, I mean, expecting wholesale gameplay changes is, well, seemingly looks to be out of the cards. Oops. And, I mean, one thing I guess people kind of gravitate onto is like, okay, it's released with the DLC, not all DLC, although pretty much everyone just takes that to mean that there is one bit of DLC from Mass Effect 1, the Pinnacle Station DLC, which would be pretty impossible for them to include, because apparently like the source code for that ended up getting like corrupted or destroyed or something like that. So yeah, there was no real chance of that really making an appearance. So realistically, that's probably the only one that we're not going to see. Everything else is pretty much fine, but since they can't include that one, I figured that's, most people figure that's probably the reason, you know, to say, you know, DLC included, because, you know, without that one, you know, they can't truly get away with saying all. But like I said, it's fine because, I mean, in all honesty, that one was, wow, Deoxys. But yeah, that one was really not really good, or honestly really interesting. So, I mean, it's kind of sort of like prototype for what they would later do with the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. In a way, not like absolutely, but I think, you know, you can sort of see, you know, the inspiration that they kind of took when they did the Mass Effect 3 DLC, multiplayer rather. Which also, speaking of, it appears that the multiplayer isn't going to be carried forward. because there was no word on that. So that was a little bit disappointing. Not entirely unexpected again, because, you know, I guess, you know, what they want to, you know, do with, I guess, just having it as a remaster. They don't want to have to, you know, devote team members to have to keep up with, you know, different aspects of maintenance on the multiplayer. So, it's kind of a shame because, I mean, in a bit of an ironic way, because I remember leading up to the release of Mass Effect 3 when they announced that there was going to be a multiplayer component. I mean, there was so many like complaints about it. Oh no, you know, EA's forcing multiplayer on that. It's going to be so terrible, you know. And the ironic thing is, it ended up being an amazingly fun aspect. Which, I mean, if you have, you know, Mass Effect 3, you know, playing it on, you know, Xbox or PlayStation, or even, you know, even PC release they have for it, you know, I mean, not a lot, but you'll still have people that are, you know, playing it pretty faithfully. It was one of those things where it was like, I was always a little bit bummed that, you know, there was so many like different class abilities and powers that they introduced in the multiplayer that you didn't ever get to use in the single player. Joe. Wow. Average Joe's Gym. Yeah, I have to make that as an obligatory joke. Yes. But yeah, so, you know, DLC, so, I mean, I'm guessing that there might be a little bit of tweaking with Mass Effect 3 in regards to, you know, how they handle the galactic readiness, because that was a component that was kind of tied into the multiplayer and the single player. I mean, that was probably the only thing people really ended up kind of complaining about it, but it was one of those things when they did the extended cut DLC for Mass Effect 3, it didn't end up being a problem anymore. So, you know, like I said, I don't know, like, if they're just gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking just to, like, remove any mentions of it out of the game, or what they're gonna do with that. But yeah, that was, you know, pretty exciting thing. And then the other kind of exciting news that went along with that was that it was announced that they have a team that's going to be developing a new Mass Effect game. Now, you know, once again, it's just a, you know, announcement. So I love how I did more damage to myself than I did to him for that. That's stupid. But yeah, just a pretty basic announcement, you know, so I mean, best case scenario, we probably won't even see that until late 2022 or early 2023 at the absolute earliest. I mean, wait, I don't want to sass it. So yeah, we'll just heal ourselves up here for Darkrai. But that'd be exciting, and I guess the question that some people have, you know, is if it'll be like a follow-up to Andromeda, or, you know, if it's just going to be, you know, it's something brand new. I mean, controversial because, you know, Mass Effect Andromeda was more or less lukewarm at best in terms of the overall public opinion of it. So probably wouldn't expect to see that. I don't know. I mean, so we're still way too early to make any kind of guesses. They're not going to be giving any kind of information on that for quite a long time because, I mean, they still have the new Dragon Age that they're going through. But yeah, we did. At least we know that the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster, which was named the Legendary Edition. We'll see if there's anything that goes along with why they named it that. But that'll be spring next year. So I guess I do get to make plans to probably doing a video series, and here we go. These 4 restores. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Ugh. I hate I hate you so much. Maybe I can paralyze you or something. I'm getting tired of this. Hey, there we go. In before another full restore. Woo! Yep, so that'll be something I'll be desperately hanging on, for every bit of update news possibly can. I will be curious. I know there were some rumors that Mass Effect 1 could end up getting a big overhaul in gameplay. It doesn't feel likely at this point with the way the wording was. But I think even just like having everything updated for modern or more modern. Not that they're that old, but yeah, just overall quality of life improvements like frame rate and textures will be really nice to have. Twin needle. Ugh. Why a twin needle? Okay, let me just go back to the screen line there. Because I need to switch. Yeah. Item, okay, and yeah, as far as this game here, I went ahead and went over to Lavender Town radio tower just to get the updated radio card a while, just so I could save myself the time from having to yeah, no, I don't care. Yeah, just from having to do that now, just because it's a lot of the wait. Mostly because, like I've said before, I don't keep a fly user with me, and I'm too lazy to go back and forth to Pokemon centers to keep dragging Slow King out. So, yeah, that's the only thing I did sort of off screen, because yeah, now we get to do the Diglett Tunnel, and oh yeah, wait, whoops, don't want to go over here yet, or at all, actually, not yet. Woohoo. Yeah, so let's see what this guy ends up. Oops, no, Poke Gear, not. All right, no, I don't want this. There we go. No, stupid. There we go. That sounds interesting. Oh boy. Didn't I do a bunch of this crap with how I was doing a little bit of grinding? Oof. That's disrespectful, man. Okay. So that takes care of that. Yeah, I have no interest in capturing Kabutops anyway. Oh wait, actually, before I go here, I do need to get Slowking. Haha, my mistake. Because if I remember right, you do need to use Cut on the other side of the cave to get to Pewter City. I nearly forgot, and I would have hated to get all the way over there without remembering to do it. Okay. Move. So we can just move you for now. I kind of like the irony of putting away the flying type who, you know, theoretically would know fly. You know, in terms of getting someone on my team that actually does know fly, but anyway. So let's go. And actually, I should still have some repels in my bag. Let's see. Or no, wait. Or is it in the first pouch? I know I still have. I didn't like sell them back already, did I? Wow, I must have. That's weird. Oh well. Never mind. I guess I decided who cared, right? Well, we'll see what's in here. I mean, it's not going to be Diglett, and I don't have Rock Climb. Well, I didn't even run to anyone anyway, so who cares? Let's see, what's in these houses? More nugget! Hey, I have another nugget, so a little extra spending cash, huh? Don't care about the apricorns. Actually, I probably have one of those that I dropped off with Kurt way back when that I never got around to picking up. I don't remember if I did or not. What's up here? Wise glasses. Okie dokie. Seems proper. Okay. Let's go. Sacred Ash. Okay, that's revive all fainted Pokemon. And you never know, that's something that could potentially come in handy during the battle against Red, depending on how stressful it could be. So we'll go through the Viridian Forest, which they did restore for this one. If you could probably think back to when I did my original Gold playthrough, and mostly due to space limitations. They basically couldn't even put Viridian Forest into the game. It's basically just a little path you walk through. There's really nothing going on. So it is kind of cool to see it restored to something a bit more substantial. It's again the improved memory of a DS game over original Game Boy / Game Boy Color cartridge. Woo! That was a close one! I did kind of forget that he would also have Fire Blast. Alright. Because you still have another battle or two, I'm sure. Alright, let's see. What else we got going on? I'll go grab the item. Trick Room. Okay. And I don't want to do that. That is actually Trick Room. Sometimes I forget. Okay, it is. I do occasionally forget when they pop it up there, that when you find it out in the middle of nowhere. And once again, I would have really preferred, you know, if Pokemon there would have been updated level-wise. Well, at least, okay, this one makes sense. Every once in a while, it's good to see one that makes sense. See, I think in terms of overall length, yeah, I'm gonna end up surpassing the number of videos I had in Pokemon Gold, the original Director Noel. Keep going with that stuff. But yeah, I'll end up surpassing that. But not as much as I would have originally thought. I kind of expected this to be a bit longer. Although, I know I have segments here that are longer than segments I had in the original Pokemon Gold video too. So there's that. But yeah, the Johto section were probably pretty equal. The Kanto sections was where things really kind of diverged, because yeah, especially in the original, there's just not as many things going on. And once again, it's not really a criticism for that one, because, you know, it was kind of a miracle that they did have the space to do anything at all. But yeah, so this will end up being my longest series by a total number of videos. And it probably would remain so until whenever I would ever ultimately finish Kaizo Mario 64. That one, because like I said, especially with yeah, especially with some of the later levels, I know, unless I specifically just decided to cut big sections out, you know, there's courses that would take multiple videos, just because, like Rainbow Ride, for example, that one, I mean, just because, I mean, it's a very stupidly hard level, but it also just takes so long to get anywhere when you know, traverse the level. It's just insane. So I know that one would end up taking over the... Yeah, thank you. That would end up taking over the top space. And probably would, because I don't expect really to end up doing another Pokemon game probably for a long time, maybe if ever. Just because, like, well, I don't really know what else, you know, I'd want to do in terms of Pokemon. I know at one time I did sort of entertain the notion of possibly doing like the Kaizo Pokemon Blue. I ended up backing away from that. I tested it out a little bit, and it's not really so much about the difficulty of it that I was worried about. It's just the fact that I feel like it would ultimately not be very interesting at all, because, I mean, as you expect, you know, the main gimmick really is, you know, lots of difficult Pokemon, so it'd just be so much stuff that I'd be just be doing grinding off screen, you know. I mean, what do you what do you expect to get ultimately at the end of the day? I don't know. But no, why do I keep pressing that one? Anyway, so yeah, I don't really know. I don't know if there's another one that I'd want to do necessarily, but I won't say, you know, 100% never, because, you know, yeah, you never know. But I have other ideas for stuff so that I wouldn't end up circling around to feeling like doing a Pokemon game for probably quite a while. I know one thing that I definitely kind of wanted to do was I wanted to do a Super Mario World randomizer. I was actually going to do that before I settled on doing this. I don't know. I might have mentioned that like a long time ago. I think the main thing was one of those aspects where when I tested it, I got to a level that was using tubular. For anyone that remembers that level, basically built around using the P balloon. And I don't know if it was a matter of... Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if it was just a matter of, you know, whatever was the emulator I was using or what, but it wouldn't let me do, like, any real control when I was in P-balloon mode. So I couldn't beat the level. I mean, it would just send me, I would just float up high, you know, and I really had no control whatsoever. So I kind of like, well, I'd want to do the game 100%, and if I can't get past the fact that, you know, I can't do anything with P-balloon, I know that tubular is pretty much the only level that would really require it, you know, for 100% sure. But, you know, I didn't want to end up being in a situation where, well, I'm stuck because this, you know, emulator's failing on me here. I don't know. If I ever found a workaround, I might consider that, because I love the idea of the, of doing the randomizer for that. And wow, man, I'm probably not going to be able to do Brock, am I? Didn't anticipate, you know, how much time I'd waste, you know, tramping through here. Alright, yeah, because yeah, we still have another trainer battle. Alright, so yeah, it's only one gym leader, but it's okay. But almost for sure I should be able to get 2 the next time, because yeah, Brock only has like 2 gym trainer people with it, like junior trainers or whatever in his gym, and then it's just a matter of going down to Cinnabar Island and doing Blaine. Guess I'll just have to wait and see. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see how things shake out, because realistically, probably only like another maybe 2 or 3 videos. Because, yeah, there's only Brock, Blaine, and Blue, and then fighting Red. That's really all that's left. Alright, was there anything interesting over here? While we're still, no, just trees and stuff if you want to be playing around with that aspect. Wait, you're a trainer, aren't you? Yeah. Get over here. One more trainer. Well, we would have cycled all the way around to Ho-Oh's turn, but we'll just let Lightyear go. Oh, he has the lucky egg. Oops, I don't want to switch. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're going to be at here. Oh, good. You just activated my trap card. Aww. Slightly annoying there, that's alright. Shadow Punch. Alright, good night. Yes, enough. Okay, so yeah, Pewter City. Before I end, I kind of want to look at the museum. I know you have the whole bit with being able to resurrect. I know I have a couple of fossils. I think it's the same thing. You just have to like go in and go out. I just want to double check that because that's how it worked back in Gen 1, and it's been a while. Venonat. Alright, well, yeah, so it could be really random stuff. But yeah, I'll play around with the other fossils and see what comes out of them. If there's anything interesting, I will report that in the next video. But until then, later, everybody.